British Columbia. There's my car. We're on the a highway actually that's going up to this Galena Bay. And hello, bringing your friends along on another adventure. Actually, I left Idaho because of the fires. The fires were in full fire season now. Basically, all of Idaho is on fire, and that is the truth. It was 95 degrees, and I had to leave. I'm like, enough is enough. I can't stand it. You can't see the mountains. You can't breathe. It was so hot. Now, right now, I just crested the summit of Solomon Pass, and I'm just taking Mario out for a little hike here. He was getting a little antsy, so we're just going to walk up this little runaway road. But unfortunately, that's not overcast from weather. That's overcast from fires. And I just passed up a fire on the way out here, and it smells like a barbecue out here. I am hoping where I'm going, which is almost a 7-hour trip up to Revelstoke and Glacier National Park, which is in British Columbia, way up there, that there's not going to be any fires up there. I figure the further north I can get, the safer. So this is the beginning of a new adventure. Well, we didn't make it to our destination. It's hard getting around in Canada, I tell you. A 7-hour drive, and I'm like 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 5 hours into it. We're not even halfway there. So we decided to take a detour. I tried to be flexible. We're at Champlain Lakes, and it's funny, you know, very tiny lakes, but that's okay. But I found out this is Lookout Mountain. Every place has a Lookout Mountain, and we're just kind of doing a little bit of a trail run. It says it takes about 15 minutes to get to the top. So we're gonna bust that record. No. But you know, I always have that little bit of competitive nature in me, and you know what? And that's okay. But this is kind of pretty. The only bad thing is the smoke. You can see there's no views. Look at that. Look at that. That is bad, and I can smell the smoke. So I might have to ixnay my plans and actually head back across the border and not keep going. You know, I'm not stupid. You know, I come up here for recreation and the views, and Canada is one of the most beautiful places around, even prettier than my own backyard, which is pretty spectacular. But when it's like this, you know, I'm breathing the smoke. There's no views. You know, why am I going to drive more hours? So we might just camp here, see if the smoke clears at all. But if it doesn't, I'm going to head back to the other side of the border. And there's always stuff to do. I just don't want to invest in something and then, did we make it to the top already? Okay, they said 50 minutes. It hasn't been 50 minutes. Well, here's a bench. What's this? Oh, well, look at this. I guess we did make it to the top. Okay, well, that was only about 10 minutes. That was 10 minutes compared to 50, but oh, it's too bad. Yeah. Oh, it's just and it looks like it's going to rain, and that's not rain. We're just saturated with smoke. And the lakes, I was going to paddle the lake, but the lake is tiny. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny lake. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the tiny lake, and that's the big lake over there. Shoot, but this is a good little side trip. Right, Mario? Mario had to get out of the car because he was going crazy. He was going crazy. I was going crazy. Holy moly, I can't. That driving, I love driving, but I was going stir crazy. But there we go. Where this vlog is gonna go, I don't know. But we're on top of the mountain. Well, we found another trail. It's a little ruddy. And but Mario's loving it. It's around that little lake. So, you know, we just have to be creative, right? This is kind of pretty. Look, they even have a map. Look at that. You are here. You are here. Where's here? Oh, I'm right there. I'm right there. Goes all the way around the lake. Okay, we could do it. Yeah, we can. We can do it. Otherwise, where does that go? To the campground. Here we go. We'll let Mario get some water. He got some water earlier, and the lake is disgusting. And I have to watch. Oh, see, there it is. It's still disgusting. Ugh. They get parasites when they go in stuff like that. And then when I look on his belly, I have to be real careful because he gets round little circles where they have those parasites and those things get on in him. So I don't like him to go in water like that. That's yucky. Well, this is... Yeah, it would help if I took the lens cover off. Look at this. Is kind of pretty. Look at this. Look at... The water looks a little bit better. Like I could throw them in the middle there. Looks like there's a beaver dam. Oh, is that the end? No, it's not. It keeps going. I'm liking this trail. Pit stop for Mario. Mario doesn't like laying it like Sprig, but he enjoys his water. I've been noticing he's been getting in there a little bit deeper. Yeah, not just doing his pads anymore. We're still going around the lake. I had to make a pass. That's okay. It was a good pass. Well, some other hikers said there was some moose up ahead. I haven't seen them. But this is what moose like. They like stuff like this, marshy stuff. So we're going to be very cautious going forward. Mario's really good, but you know, moose can be a little aggressive. So I got to get ahead of him. He'll be scared. I mean, he'll run back. Yeah, that's Mario. But keep our eyes open for a moose. Well, I tell you, I'm not seeing any moose. But you know, I came up around this ridge, and I came up, and I seen that black stump there, and I was like, you know, sometimes I do that. I'll be like riding my bike or running, and I'll go around the corner, and there'll be like a black stump, and I'll be like, bear. It could be deceptive. Yeah, no moose yet. Well, isn't this nice? A nice little spot to break. Okay, no moose. That you know, could have been a highlight of the whole vlog. So far, it's a dud. But you know what? This is how you have to look at things. I've always had this attitude where, and some people aren't like this. Like when things don't work out, and say you plan a big trip, and then the weather turns bad, or it rains, or you know, you get a flat tire. Hello. You know, that old expression, you know, with the make lemonade from lemons, that should be a biblical expression, because truly, we really need to look at every day. If something comes our way that isn't expected, is kind of a bummer, it is really up to us to make that lemonade, right? I mean, it's up to us. It's up to us to make the best out of that situation. And you know, I never get stressed like that. I never get upset. And that okay. This is the end of the day. I thought I'd take a little bike ride. So it's 10 kilometers to the road, you know, the main road, right? And I'm bombing down this. Ooh, 10 kilometers. Ooh. And then I started heading into, I thought, well, I'll ride a little more. Maybe I'll get into town. And I'm like, you know, I better turn back. Because I started thinking, I have to ride 10 kilometers uphill. Yeah. That's not an hour ride. Not on a mountain bike. I might get back before midnight. It's kind of a Starry thing with me. You know, People always ask me, how do you stay in shape? I want to know your workout routine. Well, part of the routine is going the long way all the time, getting lost. That's how I get all my extra miles. Going the hard route, never the easy route. No, instead of going around the hill, we'll go up the hill. Instead of going around the mountain, we'll go up the mountain. This is a 7% grade. Don't look like it. 7%, my friends, for 10 kilometers. That's why I'm in shape. Yeah, that's why I'm in shape. See that sign? Gate locked at 11 p.m. Well, I'm lucky I made it. I'm up the road a couple miles. That's it. And it's not 11 p.m., but they really locked the gate? I'm going to be locked into my campsite? No, I'm not liking that. What do they got going on here in Canada? Locking their campers up for the night. Well, I made it back, and here's my camp spot. It's not the greatest camp spot of all time because I actually am in the provincial park. I do not like being in the park. I rarely do this. But because I am so far from any camping, like free camping, it's just kind of where I ended up because of this fire. I had to hang my hat here. But we made it, and we're going to take this nice trail and go down to the beach. And then I'm going to come back and eat my watermelon. Actually, this would be a really great place to come when it is 105 degrees like it was just the other day. We were like 100. And, you know, this really is a great camping place because you have access to the water. You can just dive in when it's super hot. Look at this. There's a canoe. What the heck? That's weird. Someone has a canoe down here. I've got a paddle.